Hey guys, I just read the book called Such a Fun Age by Kiley Reid. This is a New York Times bestseller and it's also on Reese Witherspoon's book club. This one came out, I think, on New Year's Day. So it is pretty recent and it's been getting a lot of buzz. This book follows two protagonists. Our first protagonist is Alex, or Alex. She pronounces it a couple different ways. And she is a white, well-off businesswoman. She owns a company called Let Her Speak, where she is advocating for female voices and letter writing. Her husband is a news anchor. His name is Peter. And where the book begins, Peter has said something that is somewhat offensive on the news. He's getting some heat and their house gets egged. So it's 11 p.m. and Alex just wants to get her 3-year-old daughter out of the house and away from there while they call the police to deal with the situation. So she calls her babysitter. Insert second main character. Amira is a 25-year-old black girl. She is at a club. She's celebrating her friend's birthday and she says, "I'm not really dressed appropriately." And Alex says, "It's cool. I don't care. Just please come help us out." So Amira does. She loves Briar, the little girl she babysits, and I love Briar too. So she takes her to this artisan type of grocery store where she is detained and questioned by a white security guard who accuses her of kidnapping Briar. While this is going down, it's being videotaped and nothing really comes of the incident that night. And so it is kind of a lighter side of racism, but this sparks all the rest of the events that happen in the novel. There is a third character that connects these two women in a different way, but I don't want to tell you guys too much about that because then I'll divulge some spoilers. So I'm going to stay away from that. So as far as what I really liked about this book, I really liked that it was a fun read. It was an easy read. It's not very academic at all. It's just a lighter sort of read. It feels like you're watching reality TV. It's got some Sex and the City vibes with our characters. Alex recently moved from New York and they have moved to Philadelphia, and that's where this is set. But her friend group and Alex's friend group, you have that Sex and the City sort of feel, but it's not vulgar at all. But I really liked that because it was just fun. It was fun storytelling. I also liked the fact that it was told from two different point of views because this book explores that white savior complex and microaggressions that people often dismiss and don't see as being racist. Through the different point of views, you can see how Alex, she has the best intentions and they just don't come across that way because they are microaggressive and they are these ways of being subtly racist that often get overlooked. So I really like that, you could justify, or she could justify her actions and you could see that and explore that. And it wasn't done with a very heavy, dangerous, nobody gets killed in this novel. So it's exploring a different side of racism. I actually like the conversations that I think this book will bring up a little more than I liked the actual story itself. So take that for what you will, but I did give it 4 stars. The only thing that I disliked, and I've seen mixed reviews on this, is the dialogue. I felt like sometimes was a little kitschy. There were times I would read the conversations between Amira and her friends and I would cringe because the way they talk I felt was maybe trying a little bit too hard. It was more of a caricature than an actual believable character in some parts, but minor. So just a couple of cringy parts during the dialogue, and I think that's why I gave it more of the 4 to 5 stars. That, and I thought it started off a little slower and it picked up some steam once you got into part 2. So great read, enjoyable read, not academic at all, just kind of fun and light, but some great conversations can come from this novel. So that's all I have for you today about Such a Fun Age. If you choose to pick this one up, let me know what you think. Comment down below. And if you don't choose to pick this one up, I hope that you're reading something great, and we will see you next time.